Now, another way to set up approvals is using the assisted setup function, in which we can set up the approval workflow based on a wizard. Let's have a look. So the wizard will guide me through the different steps and make it very easy to set up an approval workflow. So if I go to the assisted setup, and remember, if you took the module on Rapid Start, we also used the assisted setup to set up the migrate business data step. But in this case, I can now also use it to set up the workflow. So I already ran it, but that doesn't mean that I can run it again. So I can click on yes. So there you get all the explanation that you need. So let me go to next. And here I can specify now the workflow that I want to set up. In this case, I will select the sales invoice approval workflow. Then I will go to next. I will not use the existing setup. So I will open the approval user setup, where I can check the user setup. So here you can select, or you can change or modify the user setup, or you can use the existing setup the way that you want. And so the wizard will allow you to do both of these things. And basically that's it. And so if I now click on finish, you will see now that this step is completed. Now, what happened? Well, in the background, the system simply enabled the workflow for the sales invoice approval. So let me show you. If I go to workflows, you will see now that we have a new workflow, the sales invoice approval workflow. You see? Again, so this is now done based on the wizard that I finished step by step. So instead of creating the workflow manually, which we have done for the purchase order approval workflow, now this is done using the assisted setup, so with all the different setup tasks with the different settings, as you can see here, and so based on the wizard that we could use. So that's a second way of setting up workflows, so not manually, but by using the wizard in the assisted setup.